Good morning. What a great game yesterday. Congratulations, Kansas City. Condolences, 49ers. Well played game until the end. Actually trying, let's see. Maybe I need to look at my app. It's supposed to be, I believe, on Twitter also. It's the first time I've tried it, so let's give it a go. See if I get it on my phone. It's not showing up on. Let's see. Not seeing it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it is streaming on the Twitterverse as well as the YouTubes. Hey, Lloyd, are you not seeing anything on the Twitter? I mean, yeah, I'm here. I haven't put anything down yet. Good morning, Ken. Hey, Comic Man Andy. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Okay, so you were just seeing my blank drawing board. All right, I thought maybe you weren't getting the actual feed. So what I'm going to be doing for the next probably couple hours is some pencil layouts for the 6x8 head sketches that I do. You may have seen some of them that I posted on Twitter last week. And Ken, who's in the YouTube chat room right now, he's the one that got the Batman vampire with the blood red. And I have a Silver Surfer to do. And I'm kind of doing a little bit of the Silver Surfer black look. Very unique book. Very cool. I will probably be back tonight to ink a couple of these. Maybe around the 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be sure to let you know about that. Greetings from the Comic Corps. Okay. Thank you. Where are you from, Andy? Hey, good morning, Joe. I figure most of my last week was spent getting to 300 subs and beyond, which I will be doing that sketch cover sometime this week too. That this week I better start streaming. So if everything goes well, I will probably be streaming every day this week. At least in the morning, hopefully maybe in the evening also. We'll see how that how it works out. Michigan. Okay, cool. Trying to remember the last time I did a convention in Michigan. I think it's been a while. And it may have been Motor City back in the 90s that I did. I'm not real sure on that. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate the share. Yeah, I maybe did that. Like I said, it's been a while. So it's my understanding that the way this StreamYard thing works, when I'm on, let's see, retweet, okay, more. I can't even find. Let me try the home. Let me try my profile. Okay, there's the stream. All right, got it. So I was just curious if somebody put something on Twitter, if I would see it in the YouTube chat, but I don't think it works that way. Hey, good morning, Tank. How are you doing? I might be getting done right around 10, Andy. Tonight, my plan is to get these penciled out, traced onto the board, and do the inking tonight. I've done that before. Worked out pretty good. So I might have to do that tonight. And if I start at 7, going 3 hours, it's a long time. But I'm also an early riser, like 4:30. So I don't stay up very late. 10 o'clock is about it for me. Even that can kind of kill the next day for me if I don't get good sleep. What were you gonna do, Tank? If I can ask. If not, that's cool too. Okay. Organization. Thanks, Andy. Yard sale. What's up, bro? Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing this on Twitter also, Periscope, Jared. Thought I'd give that a shot. Won't hurt, I don't think. See if I can catch any new subscribers. I did get quite a few last week by putting up a couple of videos announcing a contest. And that's going to happen. The sketch cover will be done. My plans are to do it this week. And if you are a subscriber to my channel, you're eligible to win it for free. Shipped right to you worldwide. I'm going to create that probably middle of the week, Wednesday. At least that's my goal right now, is to do that Wednesday. Hey, David. Working the eBay. Go to it, Jared. That's right. All us beautiful people. Yeah, we know who we are. I did do a fairly extensive interview with Genome Saturday. I think he's editing that, and it will come out sometime in the middle of the month. David, did you ever decide if you're going to drop that into small pieces and serialize it a bit, as we had discussed? I think that's what's going to be happening with that. Or if you feel it would work better as one drop, that's good with me too. All up to you, man. All right. Time to drop a little ink on this so I can see it better when I'm light boxing. Oh, thank you. I didn't pick up the complete run. I saw a couple issues of Silver Surfer Black, and I really kind of thought it was cool. Very different, kind of an underground approach to the Surfer. And I did one drawing at Baltimore Comic-Con last year on a sketch cover. And so, yeah, I kind of wanted to keep that style. So I have some reference open, and I guess it's a guy named Trad Moore who drew it. Delegard, I understand the coffee. I had some this morning. Didn't get to finish it, but had about a third of it. Uh-oh. And there's the kidney lady. It's an inside joke on the show. Let me mute my mic real quick and tell her I'm streaming. Yes. If Mike Cross was in the room, I would have him tell the story of the kidney lady, my sister. Her kidneys are fine, as far as I know, thank you. However, I did a drawing of a character called the Kidney Lady. I'm just need to do something real quick here. All right. Okay, so there's a character in Howard the Duck called the Kidney Lady. Somebody back in the day requested that I do a commission, and as I did it, I made the joke that it looked like my sister, which it didn't. I was just trying to be funny, and it kind of stuck. It stuck as her moniker. So now she's affectionately known on the show as the Kidney Lady. And I have made her fully aware that that's her nickname when she calls here. I think she was in the chat here once. I think she stopped in and I announced her presence and people were chatting with the Kidney Lady. I believe she kind of got a kick out of it. So these, what I'm doing now is, like I said, I'm going to speed up a little bit. It's just my rough to get my idea down. Then I'm going to put it on my light table and trace off my final drawing that I'll be inking later tonight. So really, my goal with these is just to figure out proportions and stuff like that. So when I trace it over to the board I'm going to complete the piece on, it's nice and neat. Don't have to erase much, if any. So I don't have to be so perfect with everything. Just have to get it down. Get it down enough to where I have a nice guideline to follow. And an idea of what I'm going to do. Like right here, I think this will be a nice place to, on the final one, I'll do a reflection on the top of his head here, going off the paper. What I'm using right now is a Kuretake. I think this is a fine brush marker. I'll use these at conventions a lot. But I'll use the red one, which has both a it's not real bright red. It's like a maroonish, and it's got a thicker edge and the fine edge. I was buying like the thicker ones and the thinner ones, and since I kind of go back and forth with them, it shows I had the idea that why am I buying two when I could buy one with the same tips? Duh. It was a duh moment. So now on the ones that are old and kind of worn in, I'll use them for this This is actually still really a good one, but I just figure I can get some extra life out of it. Let's see here. Some really crazy stuff in this. Wow. I'm looking through the reference online, and John Beatty, Silver Surfer. Beautiful. Very beautiful. This guy did a cool job. I really thought, this is something that if they're going to mess with comics, it's perfect. Okay. So did my playlist stop? I believe it may have. Let's find something else. I am using epidemicsound.com. I'm still on their 30-day free. Basically, what I'm using it for is when I'm by myself in my office, I have ambient noise from the outside and stuff that can leak in. So in the quiet times, when I'm not chatting or it might be slow, it gives me something to listen to, but also it helps muffle the noise from outside, either people having a conversation, people opening and shutting their doors, stuff like that, so it doesn't distract me or my audience. So I am I'm basically checking it out to see if it's worth me investing. Let's see. I am looking for something. Let's see what they got in indie pop. Let's skip it a little bit. Nah, not into that. Beats. All right, let me try a little of this. I'm gonna go subcategory, smooth beats, see what they got. All right, I'm gonna go with this for a while. Good morning, Ron. Yeah, the surfer's turning out all right. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining me. And if you do like what you're seeing and you haven't already, feel free to like the video. It would be appreciated. And if you're not a subscriber, jump on in, because I'm doing a Secret Wars sketch cover, Symbiote Spider-Man, that I'm going to be giving away to somebody, and that someone could be you. Details to come. You can watch a few videos back where it's me talking for more details. but I haven't given the how to win yet, because I'm still deciding a bit on what's up with that. It's not going to be anything hard. But you may have to answer a question. Something like that. Something that you just have to leave a comment. Haven Huth, good morning. How are you? It could be you. If you're a subscriber to my channel, and once the cover's done, I'm going to do a short video on how to enter. So stay tuned for that. Hey, AG, good morning. Haven, are you subscribed to my channel, or are you just watching via Twitter or Periscope? I know it's the same thing, but I don't know if Periscope is still an app that comes in, or if you just caught me on the Twitterverse feed. I got to ask my buddy Ron if he's available to host tonight while I'm inking. Probably starting around 6 or 7, Ron. I haven't decided yet. 7, of course, would be the latest, and going to 10 would be the latest. Well, I might go a little later than 10 if need to, but... Hey, thanks, Haven. And don't forget to stay up so that you can stay up with what's going on, so you can have a shot at winning. Anybody that's a subscriber can. Noah, what's up, man? The legend is not on my show this morning. You're thinking of the yard sale artist, right? He popped in for a minute. I'm not sure if he's still on or not. He had just got back from his walk. So yeah, basically this gives me a good roadmap for my final piece. What a game last night. I'm sorry if you're a 49er fan. I really had no dog in the game, but since it had been 50 years since KC had won, I have to admit I was pulling for them. And hey, the 49ers, they had plenty. They've had plenty of Super Bowls. Both of them played very good. I think the 49ers kind of got stunned by that 3-and-out and then that touchdown. And that seemed to be kind of the end of them. Once that happened, they They never recovered. They should have been looking to seal that. Well, I'm sure they were, but they should have been looking a little harder to seal that game up. You're giving a team with too many weapons and firepower opportunity. But I will say this. There were only a few commercials I liked. One was the T-Mobile with, that guy, Anthony. That was good, with his mom. And the Bill Murray Groundhog Day. I did like that. Most of the other ones I don't even remember. They were fairly boring. But I think that's the way it always goes. There's, everyone gets all excited about the Super Bowl commercials, and most of them are quite forgettable. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Noah. Delegard Lloyd, you have to be a subscriber to YouTube to win. You can because the comment is going to have to be left on YouTube. You can subscribe. It's easy. It's free. No charge. Hey, thanks, Noah. Formerly, how you doing, man? I will probably be inking tonight. Formerly, Rod, I'm going to start around 6 or 7, depending on, I always have to get my son from school, go home, maybe grab dinner, get my stuff together, come back down here to my studio. So 6 would be the earliest, 7 would be the latest start, and that's Eastern time. Thanks, Haven. Thanks for that sub. Hi, Courtney. Good morning. Hey, I never say never. Because here's the deal. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Delegard. Delegarde. Delegarde Lloyd. I hope that's correct, or I could just call you Lloyd. Here's the beautiful thing. As long as you're a subscriber, I'm doing free sketches. It'll either be a sketch cover, maybe it'll be a 6x8 sketch, or something else at every 100 subscribers. So I just broke 300. So that's going to be the first one. When I break 400, it's going to be another chance, all the way up to 1,000 subscribers. When and if I get over 1,000, I'm going to think positive. When I get over 1,000, then I'll go for something like maybe every 3 months, every quarter, or twice a year, something like that. I will still be doing a giveaway for the people that are hanging in here with me. Thank you, Haven. Thank you, Lloyd. All right, so let's see. Gonna do a nice reflection off his head here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put any planets in the background. But might do a Milky Way Kirby dot type thing. One of these deals. It'll be more detailed. Maybe. That'll come later. Indeed it will. Let's see. So do a little bit more. And if y'all come back tonight, you'll get to see this finished in real ink. Not just this quick layout for it. But I think, let me see, let me get some of this, some of my pencil scrubbings out of the way. Oh, good, Ron. I was, let's see, what do I got to? I think it's 15. Thanks for letting me know that. Yep, 15. Ah, really, Lloyd? Did not know that. Which convention do you remember? Was it recent or long ago? I'm not a big fan of ears for the Silver Surfer. You know, this was just a stroke of my hand. If I did anything, I would just do a little, maybe a little nub here, but I don't want to go out, and this would go out into here. So if anything, you know, I would maybe do a little mold that would represent an ear, but okay, I gotta see who else is on my list to sketch. I know there was another character. Tell you what, this Epidemic Sound, it's got some nice music. It's got some nice music. The renovation, I just saw that, David. The renovation only happens on the weekend. They're not allowed to do that on or during the weekdays. So that's why we got it on Saturday. The weekend, they treat this like, Monday through Friday offices. So if you got construction or something to do, it's the weekend. Yeah, I was going to pull up my commission list here on these 6x8s and see what. Let's see. And this is for Daryl. Varta Bedian, I believe. So hopefully I got his name right. Let's see. I'm just going through my list and putting the ones that were shipped out. Yes. Okay, so. The Calgary show. That's a great show. Love that show. Yeah, that was I'm going to say 2016 early, because that show is usually kind of early-ish in the year. April, maybe. 4-day show. Really nice. I worked with talent guy there, Blaine Tufts. That's who lined Mike and I up to be at that show. Yep, Zach and I do a lot of shows together. I just talked to Mike. I was going to start this at 9, but he called me. He is, I don't know if he's on the plane now, but he's taking a vacation to the Philippines for 4 weeks. So when he gets back, he'll see how he's feeling, what shows. We've got a few things lined up, maybe I want to say 3, but I think it's more like 2 that are definite. They're on his website. So if you're interested, mikezek.com, and you'll see. I haven't posted them on mine yet because I'm still constructing my site. Got a lot to do. Well, thank you. I'm glad you know. It's a good show, Haven. When we did it, I don't think Fan Expo had purchased it yet. I think they purchased it later that year, or maybe they had just purchased it in 2016, but they They hadn't kind of taken it over yet. So I can either do for Shannon Mashburn a Mr. Freeze or a Ghost Rider. And that is a tough choice. Because I do like them both. I kind of get to draw a skull with either one, you know? Because that's kind of how I do him really bony. He's almost like a skull. All right, I think I'll do the Freeze. I think I'll go with Mr. Freeze. Rod, I have not been to Chicago. I've been to one Chicago show back in the 90s. You know, and that kind of jogs my memory. I believe that the same guy that did that Chicago show, I did his show in Detroit. So I'm not sure if the person that did Motor City had a Chicago show for a while. The guy had red hair, and I think he had a beard. That's what I remember. I think it was around 1996, 95, somewhere around there. Maybe even 94. I know I was living in Orlando at the time. Thanks, Lloyd. Appreciate it again. All right, Jared. Have a good one today. Be productive. All right, so back to the pencil. All right, let me think. Well, of course, let me think. See, I like the skinny Mr. Freeze, the bony Mr. Freeze, and the big bulky costume. I think was it the last Tim Burton movie where they had Arnold play Freeze? It was just like too big. I maybe even have to narrow his, we'll get to that, but I'm just kind of putting in some, trying to think. That's right, Haven. Courtney, yeah, the grid does help me, especially since I'm trying to keep Mr. Freeze here kind of symmetrical. So I have the up and down, so it's already kind of, I've got little marks where I can keep it nice and even. So yeah, good question. It does help. Owner of Moondog Comic Book Shop. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you, Rod. Oh, is that Joel Schumacher? Okay, I couldn't remember. Now, in Mr. Freeze, I do give him some bigger ears sticking out. Kind of put his skull in. Bony jaw. Give him some sort of goggles here. Let's see. Let's just rough these in. Might even put a dab of red, red watercolor or color in these on the final. Get his bony bald head, put some veins in it. Hey, Ron, if you're still around, you never answered me if you could, or I didn't see it, if you could host tonight. If you have to wait and find out, that's cool too. Or if you can just give me a definitive yes or no, that'll work. Okay. think we got enough to get my rough layout done. Thank you, Lloyd. I appreciate the sub. Thumbs up to you, bud. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so I can do that there, and I can do this. Just doing I know you can't hear me because well, you can hear me a bit, but not as good as. Not as good as when I'm right here. All right. Well, Rod, you could be right. I think there would be a lot more clarity. Do I want to say fun? Well, I'll just take your compliment and say thank you. Appreciate that. Lloyd, I don't think you can comment on a channel while it's streaming, so you can't comment on this particular stream until it's finished. You can only put a comment in the chat. But if you want to come back later and add a comment, you can do that. I think that's the way it goes. If you skip over to one of my other videos, you can probably leave a comment. I think that's the way it works. Yeah, I've actually gained, or maybe I lost one, but this morning I had 344 subscribers. Now I'm at 347. So that I know that you, Lloyd, and Haven subscribed today. I know that's 2, so picked up another one somewhere. That's okay, Lloyd. No. This is Epidemic Sound, Courtney. It's a bunch of different artists that I pay a license to Epidemic Sound to use the music. But thanks for asking. And I'm just going to freehand these in for right now. No need to get a template out. This is just all about position, ideation. Now, when I come back tonight and do the final inks, all those little rivets and stuff I will probably get out my template and do them very quick. And even then, they may get a little, I may make them a little less perfect. Depending on how I render the rest of it. No problem, Rod. Shill away. I think I'm going to go with a little different idea down here. Hey, Coffee Breath. Love that name. Don't love the smell, but love the name. Love the smell of coffee, though. Can you dig it? I'll thumbs up to that too. It's a way of life. All right. The only thing worse than just coffee breath is coffee and cigarette breath. That's a whole nother level of stink there. That's right, David. It does do that. Nice. 3,000 plus. True that. True. Now I'm not 100% sure of the canisters on the back of Freeze here. I'll take a look at them in a minute. Let's give him this little skinny neck that kind of, since he's in this glass, I'm gonna, this will be kind of, maybe we'll even ink wash his face or something so it's not 100% black, but a nice dark gray. Okay, I gotta read this email real quick. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I don't know why people that ink like don't want to turn their paper. Makes no sense to me. Yes, I should be at Heroes Con this year, Courtney. Okay. I think, no, don't worry about that. It's going off the. All right. Give it a nozzly thing here. And tubes running back. And these, of course, will. All right. Yeah, I can dig this. Let's see. Let's add in just some fun little extra suit details. We'll get into that on the finish. These canisters will have some shine on them, or some old shine, I'll say. I kind of like his suit to be a little rustic. Not quite so pristine. Almost like a steampunk type thing. Let's see. Maybe give him... don't want that. I was going to give him some little nose grips, but we're just going to give him a little tiny nose, so we'll just get rid of that in the final. All right. So there's the two. Mr. Freeze. Guess I need to lower that just a hair. Mr. Freeze and Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer will get this top lip black like they've been doing, which looks kind of cool. And the lower one black. Eyes black. I'm not going to shade all that in right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or not. It might just go black. I might do another burst maybe here. Or, you know, I might throw in this would have to cut off and maybe one back here. May throw in some planets. That might work best. You'll see tonight if you join me at either 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I guess I'll call it a day for now on this stream. Hey, CW, or should I say Seawood? Yeah, I think of him as kind of an Art Deco, but I think of it as aged Art Deco. I see you noticed my angles and stuff there, David. Good eye. I love Art Deco. Love going down to South Beach, Miami, and seeing it down there. It's beautiful. Oh, that surfer's gonna get some star splatter, definitely. And Mr. Freeze, I think he's gonna get some gritty, like a ink wash type splatter, and maybe a little bit of white too, because he'll have a black background. Like these areas back here will be black. His tanks will be kind of dark. This part will be dark in here. So there will be some splattering to do, indeed. Hey, thanks, Coffee Breath. I appreciate all you new people that joined, and of course, my crew of people that always join me. I hope you had a good time. I did. I will be doing 2 more of these tomorrow that I know of. I'm going to try to do them in groups of 2. Hopefully I can get both of these inked tonight. Takes a little more time for the real ink to be done. A little dry time, a little talk time. Hopefully I'll have a host in here with me so I can work, and not that I don't mind answering questions, but looking at the chat, a little bit of a distraction, but we'll work it out one way or another. Thanks again. And if you enjoyed this on your way out or later, thumbs up, give it a like. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're just tuned in, think about subscribing. We're going to have a lot of fun, do a lot of artwork. And I just want to say thank you. And hopefully I will see you tonight for a little more ink and chat, not drawing chat. So have a good afternoon. I think I'm going to go see what I can dig up for lunch. Probably a salad of some sort. Got to get back on my diet, knock the carbs and sugar out. Had too much this past week and last night with the Super Bowl. So take care. Thank you. I appreciate you all, and see you again later. Have a good day.